Good afternoon, Riley Elementary. Today is Thursday, January 31st, and it is National Backwards Day. Instead of doing the pledge with you today, I brought along a couple of friends to read you a story. We hope you enjoy it.
We are going to read Falling for Rapunzel by Leah Wilcox and illustrated by Lydia Monks. Once upon a bad hair day, a prince rode up Rapunzel's way. From up above he heard her whine, upset her hair had lost its shine. He thought her crying was a plea, and sallied forth to set her free. Alas, she was too far away to quite make out what he would say.
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, throw down your hair.
She thought he said,
"Your underwear."
No, Rapunzel, your curly locks.
Rapunzel threw down dirty socks.
Please, love, just your silky tresses.
She thought he asked for silly dresses. In lace and frills up to his head, the prince's cheeks were blushing red.
Rapunzel, do you have a rope?
Rapunzel dropped a cantaloupe. It burst into pieces on his head.
"Oh, bad catch,"
Rapunzel said.
Perhaps.
He sighed,
This is a test.
and bound by love, he did not rest. He's covered in cantaloupe.
Okay, Rapunzel, how about twine?
She heaved out her blue ribbon swine. By now the prince was feeling hammered, not to mention less enamored. He growled up,
Do you have a ladder?
Rapunzel tossed out pancake batter. It covered him from head to toe. She yelled,
"It's better cooked, you know."
At this, the poor prince had a cry, then cupped his hands for one last try.
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your braid.
Confused, Rapunzel pushed out her maid. Whoops. The maid fell squarely on the prince, quite pleased with the coincidence. She nimbly jumped off his lap and soon revived the flattened chap. Then smiling said,
"For what it's worth, you'll find I'm really down to earth."
His young heart thrilled. He gave a hoot. For what was more, the maid was cute. She set the prince upon his steed, then leapt behind with graceful speed, and leaning close so he could hear, she whispered something in his ear.
"I fell for you when we first met."
He nodded.
How could I forget?
Rapunzel watched them ride from sight.
"I'm glad I finally heard him right." I hope if they come back for more, they'll think to knock on my back door.
And that's the end of Falling for Rapunzel.
All right, so I chose this book today because it is one of my favorite books. The message in this story is sort of one about saving yourself, and things aren't always what they appear to be, and hopefully things will turn out all right in the end. Mrs. Morgan and Ms. Ely each have a book they want to share with you. And then when we're done, if you want to comment in the comment section about what you're reading over this snowy break, or another book that you love to share with your Riley friends, I'm sure they'd love to read about it too.
I have another one that many of you have read, The Diary of a Worm. And it's really a funny take on the day in the life of a worm. And this is another great, funny little make-believe story, but it also tells about what he has, what's important to him and his family. So this is another great Snowy read too.
And I brought Mother Bruce. If you
Yay!
haven't ever read this book, it's fabulous. Bruce is a big bad bear. He goes to eat breakfast, and then something happens to his breakfast, and this book is about his adventures trying to get rid of that breakfast. Don't judge a bear by his cover.
All right, well, it's fun to see you for a little while, and hopefully we will see you tomorrow.
We miss you.
Yeah.
Keep reading.
Stay
Bye.
warm.